Hello, Blythe, Evie, Joe, Jack, Callum, Cadence, Lucy, and now I think Orion, your cousin Orion, is joining us in story time. Welcome to story time. Today we are reading Robert Munsch's book titled Braids. It is written by Robert Munsch and illustrated by Dave Wammond. The title page says, "To Ashley Allman, Guelph, Ontario, RM," which stands for Robert Munsch. And look at the dog and the cat on the title page. They are very entertaining characters in this book. You'll see. So the story begins. On Saturday, when Ashley was sitting at the breakfast table, her mother came in and said, "Look at your hair. It's a mess. It needs a few braids." "A few?" yelled Ashley. "You always put in 1,000,000 braids and you pull on my hair and it hurts and it takes all day. No, no, no. My hair is okay to just go out and play." Okay, look at the dog licking syrup from the pancakes. Look at the cat staring up at the table, and the cat is looking at a curling iron. And then look at the bird in Ashley's hair. So Ashley is saying, "No, you cannot do my hair right now." Then Ashley ran around the house screaming, "Ah, ah, ah, ah," while her mother tried to catch her. After they had gone around the house 17 times, Ashley's mother caught her, sat her on a chair, and started to braid her hair. Look, the whole time Ashley's running, the bird is in her hair. And look at the dog running after her, but look at the cat sitting under the table just peeking out. It is quite a chase, isn't it? It took 2 hours because Ashley's mom braided her hair back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and up and down and up and down and up and down and round and round and round and round and round and round. Look at the dog with his face on the table. He's looking at the products. The cat is looking down at the dog. Look at how Ashley's just like got her mouth wide open and looking up at her mom. But her mom looks quite content, doesn't she? When she was done, Ashley looked in the mirror and said, "Oh, look, it's beautiful. It's wonderful. But it took forever. I wish you didn't like to braid my hair." Oh, but look at how happy she is looking at herself in the mirror. And look at how her mom is looking like, "Yeah, I told ya it would be good." The toothpaste is coming out of the tube. The dog is admiring himself in the mirror because he must think he looks pretty good. And the cat is hiding in the bathtub. Ashley went outside and sat down on the front steps. People came by and said, "Hey, Ashley, nice hair." And Ashley didn't say anything. Then Ashley's grandmother came by. She said, "Ashley, what wonderful braids. But why are you so mad?" Look, the cat's in the window looking out. The dog is resting on her foot. And then there's a squirrel that is looking at Ashley's grandmother's toes like maybe he's interested. You think he thinks they're nuts? And the bird, we've lost the bird now. "It's that mother of mine," said Ashley. "She likes to braid my hair and it takes all day. Some kids go to the mall. Some kids play games. I just get my hair braided." "Do you know," said her grandmother, "why your mother likes to braid like that?" "No," said Ashley. "She learned it from me," said her grandmother. "When your mom was a little girl, I used to braid her hair all the time. It took all day." Ooh. So Ashley's mom learned to braid from her mom. Look at the cat peeking out from the bush, and the dog's got his head tilted like, "What are you talking about?" But look at the squirrel covering his ears because it's a bit much for him, all of Ashley's screaming. "How come you don't braid her hair now?" said Ashley. "Can't catch her," said her grandmother. "Maybe both of us could catch her," said Ashley. "Good idea," said her grandmother. So they went into the house, and Ashley's grandmother said to Ashley's mother, "Look at your hair. It needs some braids." Look at the dog is excited too. They've all got their hands up in the air, and the cat's peeking out from behind the door, but Ashley's mom's face is the best. She spilled her coffee, and her eyes are huge, and her mouth is all crooked. Yikes. "No, no, no," yelled Ashley's mom. "I am grown up now, and I have important things to do. No, 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 no." Ashley's grandmother said, "Now come on, sweet pea. I'm going to braid your hair." Ashley's mom ran around the house screaming, "Ah, ah, ah, ah," while Ashley and her grandmother tried to catch her. They chased Ashley's mother around the house 17 times until they finally caught her. Then they sat her in a chair and braided her hair for 3 hours. Oh my goodness. So Ashley's hair was braided for 2 hours, and Ashley's ran around the house 17 times like her mom. But her hair took 2 hours to braid, and now it's taking her mom's hair 3 hours to braid. Look at the look on her mom's face. And look at the cat hiding on the side of the chair, but the dog is in the chase for sure. It took 3 hours because they braided her hair back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and up and down and up and down and up and down and round and round and round and round and round and round. Look, now the cat's looking at a magazine on how to do hair. Do you see the cat fixing the other cat's hair? The products are still on the table. The dog is paying attention. And look how happy Ashley and her grandmother are doing Ashley's mom's hair. Her mom doesn't look too happy, does she? But we'll see. When they were done, Ashley's mother looked in the mirror and said, "Oh, look! It's beautiful! It's wonderful! But it took forever. I wish you didn't like to braid my hair." Oh, wow, look, Ashley's mom's hair really does look beautiful, doesn't it? Look how pleased Ashley and her grandmother are. And look, the dog is admiring, but the cat looks like he's kind of spitting or blowing on the hairbrush. I think the cat has plans. What do you think? Toothpaste still spilling out of the tube, isn't it? But Ashley's mom looks happy. Then Ashley and her mother sat out on the front steps. Ashley's teacher came by and said, "My, what lovely braids! I wish I had hair like that." "Let's get her," said Ashley. "Get who?" said the teacher. Get you, said Ashley. We're going to braid your hair and it will take all day. Look how happy Ashley is. Look at the squirrel hiding up against the wall beside the steps. And look at the cat in the window. He's fixing the dog's hair. And look how the cat has his tongue sticking out of the side of his mouth because he's concentrating, but the dog doesn't look too happy, does he? Let's see. Ah! Yelled the teacher. She ran down the street, and Ashley and her mom and her grandmother and all the neighbors ran after her. They chased the teacher around the block 17 times until Ashley finally caught her. Then they sat her on a mailbox and braided her hair. Look at how the cat is chasing after the dog. The cat's already curled the dog's hair some, and the cat has a brush in his mouth. And look at all the neighbors running after them, even the guy with an ice cream scoop, and the police officer has held up a stop sign. Boy, Ashley and her mom and her grandmother all look so excited, and the teacher looks like she is freaking out, and the squirrel is just trying to stay out of the way. Y'all know what a mailbox is, right? You see that red thing that is on the right side of the page that the teacher's running around? That's a box that we put letters in to mail them. Some people don't know what mailboxes are now because they send everything electronically. Oh my goodness. So remember, it took Ashley 2 hours to get her hair braided. It took her mother 3 hours. Well, it took 6 hours to braid the teacher's hair because they braided it back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and up and down and up and down and up and down and round and round and round and round and round and round. Look at all the kids watching the teacher. Look, the dog has hidden in the mailbox. The cat's looking for him. The squirrel's watching from a distance. Ashley's braids are tickling the little boy's nose that's standing behind her. And the bird, the purple bird, has noticed a sign on the post that looks like it's somebody's looking for the bird. When they were done, the teacher had 1,000 little braids in her hair. She looked sort of like a porcupine. Looks nice, said Ashley's grandmother. Looks great, said Ashley's mother. Wow, said Ashley's teacher. I'm going to wear these braids to school. Look at how the student is looking or the little boy is looking at the teacher like, maybe they're not so great. The squirrel is peeking out of the mailbox, and look, there's another squirrel on the sidewalk who's looking like, oh, maybe he doesn't think it looks so great. And the cat has curled the dog's fur all in twisty curls. Do you see? He's using a curling iron and curling the dog's hair. And Ashley decided not to tell her teacher that sometimes people just do not look good in braids. Ashley's smiling, deciding not to tell her teacher because her teacher thinks she looks pretty good, but look at all of her students' expressions. They're all got big eyes and their mouths, some of them have their mouths open like, what? But the teacher is very happy, isn't she? The end. This story especially made me think of Blythe. I hope you like this story, Blythe, and you too, Cadence. Do you sometimes get your hair done for 2 hours? So the back cover of the page of the book says, Ashley loves her beautiful hair, but braiding it takes forever. Maybe Grandma can help. And do you see the dog sitting in front of the bush with the cat peeking from behind the bush? And that's the same picture, I think, it's the same picture that was on the dedication page. So we see a picture of Robert Munsch. Robert Munsch is Canada's best-selling children's book author and has written more than 60 books, including Pajama Day, Makeup Mess, and Up, Up, Down. He is also the father of 2 girls who do not like him to do braids in their hair. He wrote this story for a girl named Ashley who has fancy braids. Then the illustrator is somebody new to us. His name is Dave Wammond. Dave Wammond has illustrated more than 25 picture books, including the Audrey series and My Thinkamajink. When his kids were young, he read Robert Munsch books to them and imagined one day illustrating one himself. So he does now. He's illustrated one of Robert Munsch's books. Dave lives in Calgary, Alberta with his family. And, Nani read Robert Munsch books to your moms all the time. They were some of our favorite children's books. So I hope you liked that one. And I hope you thought it was as funny as I think it is. Tomorrow, we're going to be reading The Berenstain Bears and Too Much Junk Food. I think you'll really like it. I think right now we're all kind of tempted to eat too much junk food, aren't we? Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow for story time. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I love you all, and we'll meet together tomorrow for story time when we read The Berenstain Bears and Too Much Junk Food. Bye-bye.